Hello everyone. Good afternoon, or is it evening? It is still afternoon. Good afternoon everyone. And today is day 3. I'm taking my daughter to her driving school. We have a month, let's say about 30 days of driving school that she's going to be attending. They usually have 4 days of actual driving, then 1 day in a week of what was it, not theory, the theoretical aspect. And one of the things that my daughter is always making fun of me, she was always like, oh, me, I cheated, because when I got my driver's license, I think 22 years ago, I didn't do any driving school. It was my husband that taught me, her father that taught me, and then we didn't do any tests. Then you didn't even need to go. Oh my goodness, you know what, the system is so wrong that it's not made to be like right. You understand? We didn't even do any driver's license. In short, for my learner's permit, for my driver's license, I didn't go to I didn't even know where their office was. Was it road safety or whatever was issuing? I didn't know. I was just at home and they brought all those things for me, which is wrong. But that was the way things were being done, and it's even now that we are having, things being done the right way. And I'm so glad for me that they're actually doing the right thing. For me with my kids, I always said to people, when people will even make fun of me, like for example, this seatbelt. One time it was they will look oddly at you for wearing the seatbelt, which is now the normal thing that we do here, right? I remember when I would ask my kids to put on the seatbelt, especially when they want to sit in the front. They're like, oh, why are you bothered? I always say to them, look, I'm bringing up my kids to be world citizens, not just Nigerian citizens. The things that we're doing now that are so wrong, in the future, of course, they'll be corrected. And luckily, some of those things are being corrected. They're writing exams, driver's license test or what and all of that thing. So which is a good thing. Anyway, so she normally will make fun of me that my own is not a genuine license because I didn't do all the things that were supposed to be done, but they weren't being done then. And so that's why we're here. But so I just felt today we can just have like conversation, whether it's intergenerational conversation or things that maybe probably they want to do, like things that maybe should I say they want to say that you wish your parents, you could ask your parents that. I know sometimes I see those kind of things online where people say, like it's always with spouses. Oh boy, is he okay? I mean, he thinks because there's an L that becomes a learner, and then he just swerves to stand in front of me. There's some people sort of like do that. I don't really know why. Like when you see somebody with L, the first thing you're supposed to hear, like you should be mindful and help the person, remembering when you two were learning. But some people just want to antagonize anybody with an L. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So you see sometimes when you see couple, they will say, oh, question you wanted your partner, you wanted to ask your partner but you never could. So I think we could also do something like that, or whatever it is, question or whatever. I see you already smiling.
It's because it's like last minute, like I didn't like prepare any questions.
You're not supposed to prepare, it's just organic off your head. What do you think? Because it was just today I was thinking, okay, if I'm going to do 30 days of when I'm driving, just thinking about how scared I am when I drop you off and you go for it. It's going to be so boring. So like, why don't we use this opportunity as discussion, talking about things and stuff like that.
So you ask the first question.
I don't know. What? I'm just saying that what is it that, like, for example, like you wish to ask. So for example, like when they say, oh, African mothers are doing this, African mothers, there are certain things like, okay, why do African mothers? Although I know most of you can't relate to those things that people talk about in African mothers are doing, but then or any question or whatever that you would like to say, okay, why this? Why why were you guys doing this? Why not this? Anything.
What should I ask? Let me pause it. Should I pause the video?
No, don't pause it. Why we pause it? It's the way it is. It's live. So be thinking. So we are waiting for you to think it's back.
Why you put this pressure on me? Like you should have told me before we came in the car.
I'm not putting pressure on you. Does that mean that you don't have any question that you feel like?
No. I know I will have a question, but I just I wish I had thought about it. So
why don't you ask the first one? Then when you are doing, then maybe your mind is not thinking about it.
Okay, first question.
You're going to spend a year here.
I'm thinking.
Okay, she is.
Okay, first question. Would you guys let me drive by myself in Nigeria?
Okay, first question. Would you guys let me drive by myself Yes.
I mean, like this when I learned how to drive.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really?
Yes. Yeah, that's so for me, one of the things that I would never deny you guys is the right to actually be citizens. I think same with Daddy. In as much as it doesn't mean that we are not afraid. We are afraid with the things that happen in Nigeria. You see what we see, everybody, at least most people know about NSAS protests, and there's police brutality, and people are killed or people are kidnapped. Still the insecurity in Nigeria, people are kidnapped, and especially with my own case, which unfortunately the activities that I do have made you guys sort of like vulnerable, because I'm very vocal. I criticize government when they do the wrong thing, and I'm not afraid to say my mind in my country where people's rights have been suppressed. I'm not afraid of standing for people's rights and issues like that. So I get a lot of threats, both from, government handle, government and other things, subtly trying to threaten you. And I also get threats from individuals, some of the supporters of government and all of that. And this threat sort of like translates to my family, you understand? But I'm not going to deny you that, I'm not saying anytime you go out, I'm not going to be afraid, or once they're okay, she okay and stuff like that. But definitely you're going to drive in Nigeria. I mean, hey, you are a Nigerian. Nobody's going to drive you away from your own country, no matter what's happening. This is our country. We're 100% Niger, and of course you'll be able to drive, do your own thing, in your own this thing, and just live and learn in the society. And for those people who are always saying, oh, don't, a girl should not be driving, for those, I think, and that brings me to something. Sometimes when a lady wants to buy a car, right, you hear people saying things to her like, oh, don't buy this. If you buy a car, men will not come at you and whatever. But people like you, Ali, and I'm sorry, people like you that your parents have the cars and whatever, nobody ever says that to you guys. So it is we, because we are Jepako, they talk to us anyhow. You see people at Jebota, nobody says that kind of thing. But yeah, I would love to see you drive, and I would love to see you driving Prado myself, not just this one is Olendu. Just come out there, power, just use that as a girl. The way people want to put down the girl child and whatever, nah, be up there. Next.
Another pause.
Pause. Just pausing. Just thinking. Let's see. How many seconds?
It's 8 minutes.
No, I mean you're pausing.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I think just not to put you on the spot anymore is to say, okay, maybe since I've just said it now, as we go on every trip, so you just have those kind of questions and things like that put together in such a way that when we're having these discussions, because I think sometimes it's things like this that you actually have discussion. I remember when you guys were kids, I loved picking you guys from school because I get to hear all the gist. And this is for any parent watching, as much as possible, pick up, try to be there when you're picking up the children. In the morning, they are not, they're a bit groggy, they're just waking up for sleep, and they are silent more. But when they are coming back from school, when you pick them, they're so excited. I don't know, there's a queue up for, is it hold on? They're so excited, they want to tell you everything that has happened, and in such a way you get to hear a lot of things. You get to hear the gist, you get to hear the amiibo, you get to hear who is doing what is doing, how whatever is happening. So it's always a moment, and as much as possible I always say to people, please don't I think we need to get a stand where we'll be holding it so that your hand will not get too tired shaking it. And so don't be in a habit of leaving your kids in school maybe 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours after school has closed. You've not picked up the kids. So all the kind of bullying, all the kind of different things, they actually happen within that time. So it will be really helpful for you to go on time, pick them up, and then use that. Be open, allow them to talk. Don't shut them up. No matter even if you don't like what you're hearing, you can discuss about. You can pick the topic up later. Don't even refer to it as when they were talking about it. Just as say, oh, okay, hey, I wanted to discuss something with you. Meanwhile, it's something that they had spoken about maybe a week earlier or stuff like that. It really helps. Oh my goodness, I hate being late too. Now there's a hold up in front of us. I don't know, let this not translate to us being late. Okay, I think I will just close this here. Thank you so much, everyone, and this is day 3. Let's see what day 4 has for us. Bye.